What's up, guys? We are back again. We have another quarterback tier list. This will be our last one before the season officially starts. Can we get a round of applause? Football's back, baby. We'll probably use this list and we'll go in every week throughout the year, change it around depending how people are doing. As you see the tiers, we got the GOAT. You can only assume who's going in that one. We got tier A, B, C, and then the last tier, actual real life garbage can. I'm gonna let you speculate who's gonna go in that one. Should we add S? I thought we should add an S tier. Is there a way to? No. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Starting with, why am I forgetting his name? Aiden O'Connell. What a way to start the list. Aiden O'Connell. I could put you in actual real life garbage can because you're not even going to start over Gardner Minshew. Do they even have Gardner Minshew on this list? Awesome. They don't. That's great. Let me make sure there's no one else missing from this list. Doesn't look like it. Well, Aiden O'Connell and Gardner Minshew are going to go in the same tier, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to put Aiden O'Connell in C just because he was a rookie last year. You couldn't really expect too much out of him. He wasn't even supposed to play. He did what he needed to do. We're probably not going to see him this year. Think of this as Gardner Minshew. I still think this is where Gardner Minshew ends. Love the mentality, love the aura. I think he fits. Speaking of Gardner Minshew, that's what I'm talking about. I think Gardner Minshew fits that Raider mentality they've been talking about. Next, we have Anthony Richardson, who has been selling me on Madden lately, so he might get a little disrespected here. A-Rich, we didn't get to see a lot out of him last year. He had kind of a season how your Josh Allens would have, your Will Levis have, a lot of running, not a lot of throwing plays, a lot of short throws, not a lot to go off of. He got hurt. All I can put him in is C. I have a lot of hope for the kid. I think he's going to be a really solid quarterback. Needs to learn how to slide when he's running, needs to learn to sit in the pocket and pass the ball. But I think I'm going to put him down here in C until we see a little bit more. Next, we have Aaron Rodgers himself, the ayahuasca warrior, taking the Jets to a potential Super Bowl this year. I picked him as my Super Bowl favorite last year, right? Really solid quarterback. He's in his 40s. He went in the season with a calf injury. And I learned something that I think really puts a new perspective on calf injuries for me. A strained calf puts a lot of stress on the Achilles, and that's what causes Achilles tears. So if you didn't know that, now you know. Where do I think Aaron Rodgers will end this season? I'm going to say if he stays healthy all season, I think he still has it. I think he's still a great quarterback. I still think he has the finesse, the aura. I think he has what it takes to take the Jets to a Super Bowl. Breece Hall, amazing team. Garrett Wilson, solid all around core. I'm still putting Aaron Rodgers in A off potential. Next, we have Baker Mayfield. Look, I'm not even going to lie. I don't even know who that is after Baker Mayfield. Is that? Hold on. Is that Bo Nix? I don't know. I don't know who that is. I really don't know. Chat, if y'all can let me know who that is, I'm not gonna lie. We'll come back to it. But we're gonna get to him. I'm gonna take a picture and actually send it to someone because I can just not tell off face value who that is. And that doesn't hurt my opinion, all right? I'm sorry I don't know the name of every grown man from face value in the NFL. So we're gonna take a picture of that, send it to my boy Tyrone so we can figure out who that is. Who is this? And it didn't send, of course. There we go. Baker Mayfield. What can I say about Baker? I love him as a quarterback. One of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. Not meaning he's a great quarterback. I think he has. I, I think he needs to be a bus driver quarterback, but the aura around the man will not allow him to do it. He loves to make plays. He loves the game to be in his hands. He loves to go down there and win the games. I'm going Baker Mayfield in B because he won the division last year. Everyone counted him out. Did he win the division? Did the Bucks win the division? I think they did. Or did hold on. I know they made playoffs. They went out and they beat the Eagles. So, but did they win the division? NFC South standings last year. Let's see. Yep, they won the division. Look, guys. I'd talk about a lot of sports, but yes, he did win the division last year. Granted, an awful division in football, an awful division, but he went out there, he did that. One of my favorite quarterbacks. We're putting him in the B tier. We have not got confirmation on who this is. I know it's one of the rookies. I just don't want to get it wrong. Next, we have Brock Purdy. One of the best bus driver quarterbacks in the NFL. And I know that's going to hurt y'all to hear that, but he's a bus driver. He is a great, and I'm not talking down on bus driver quarterbacks. I think there are things that separate quarterbacks, and that is you either have that mentality to go down there and win the game by yourself, like Patrick Mahomes, or you don't. And I don't think Brock Purdy has that mentality. You see when he gets put up against the wall, pressure on him, he typically folds. Now, I don't know why the 49ers put him in that situation. I guess it would have been a lose-lose situation anyways. To let Patrick Mahomes get the ball last. You never let the best go last. That's what they did. They lost the Super Bowl. Now it sounds like I'm saying a lot of negative stuff about Brock Purdy. I think he is on the better end of the bus driver quarterbacks. Last pick in the draft, obviously, I think he can develop to get that skill where he's like, you know what? Give me the ball last. I'm going down here and I'm winning this game. I'm putting Brock Purdy in A. I'm doing it. Oh, Bryce Young. I'm not going to put him in real life garbage can just because he went to a terrible team, a terrible franchise, in a terrible situation. I think he had a terrible wide receiver core. He had no solid running back core. And I think he still has potential to go out there and at least get into B this year. So I'm not going to hate on him after 1 year of football. I think there is still potential to go out there and do his thing. Next, we got Caleb Williams, and this is going to hurt some of y'all because we haven't seen a lot of him this year. We just got out of the preseason. But when you watch Caleb Williams plays, he makes all the right reads. People say he holds the ball a little too long. I think he makes great reads. I think he knows he has the time in the pocket to make those reads. He goes through his checkdowns. He hits what he needs to hit. He finds his best option. He's great on the play action. He runs the ball when he knows he needs to run the ball. He's not feeling the pressure every play to have to get out of the pocket. You'll see rookie quarterbacks like that. Sometimes they feel the need the moment pressure is applied to get out of the pocket. He will sit back. He will throw it. He will run when he needs to run. I'm putting Caleb Williams in B. And when I'm putting him in B, I mean he has high B potential and I think he has low A potential this year. I'm not going to lie. Next, we have C.J. Stroud. I know we're not putting numbers on these quarterbacks like top 10, top 15. I will let you know now, C.J. Stroud, right now. Now, I'm not saying he doesn't have the potential. Right this moment, C.J. Stroud is not a top 5 quarterback. I don't know if I'm putting him as a top 10 quarterback. Take that how you will. I think he has the potential to be a top 5 and a top 10 quarterback. I just need to see more. This year is going to tell a lot. The Texans have a top 7 toughest schedule in the NFL. The NFL has the tape on DeMeco Ryans' scheme now. They have the tape on CJ Stroud's play style. Yes, they went out and got Stephon Diggs. Yes, Tank Dell is back. Yes, their running back core is going to be disgusting with the addition of Joe Mixon. Yes, the defense got better. This team is set up to go beat Patrick Mahomes. But what do we see happen when a team is set up to go beat a certain team? Shout out the Minnesota Timberwolves. They were built to beat the Nuggets, and they got absolutely fried. absolutely fried by the Dallas Mavericks. But basketball analogy, back to football. I think CJ Stroud is still an A-tier quarterback. I think he's up there. I think he is fringe top 10. We just need to see him put it all together this year, which he was putting it together last year. Next, we have Dak Prescott. You know what? We have to add an S tier. We have to. How do you do this? Add a row above. There we go. There we go. S. There we go. I like that. We're gonna move yeah, I don't see anyone I want to put in S tier yet. I don't we'll move Aaron. Yeah, we'll move Aaron Rodgers in. No, we'll keep Aaron Rodgers in A tier. I haven't seen anyone. I know y'all are like, I know he's not about to put Dak in S tier. I'm not putting Dak in S tier, but I am putting Dak above CJ Stroud. I think Dak is a solid quarterback. He puts up the stats when he needs to. I think he gets a lot of hate for his performance in the playoffs. The playoffs are a team sport, guys. You can't go out there as a quarterback and win them all by yourself when your defense is allowing 30 points in the playoffs. I would pull the stat up right now and tell you what it looks like when defenses allow 30 points in the playoffs, but I will tell you, not a lot of quarterbacks are winning those games. Dak Prescott is a good quarterback. I think Dak Prescott is absolutely a top 10. I think he's absolutely a top 7. We'll get into Josh Allen. I think you got to put Dak wherever you put Josh Allen. So that's just me personally. Next, we have Danny Doms. We're going to go ahead and throw him down here in the actual real life garbage can. I don't think he's great. He got paid. His best season he got paid off of, I think, was 20 touchdowns. It might have been 15. It might have been 15 passing touchdowns, which is absolutely ridiculous. Let's look it up. Daniel Jones touchdowns. Oh my gosh. Daniel Jones stats. He got paid $40 million after 2022 for throwing 15 touchdowns. 15. 5 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 3,200 yards. And 40 was like, it wasn't top 5 in 2022, was it? But it was a top 10 paid quarterback, 100% a top 10 paid quarterback. Has never thrown, I mean, that was his second year throwing for 3,000. His first year, he threw for 24 touchdowns. He also threw 12 interceptions. Last year, we know he was injured. We're not going to hold that on him. I just got to see more. I have got to see more out of Daniel Jones. Now, I'm hearing a lot of words out of the Giants camp, Giants fans, Giants reporters, Giants anything, that Danny Doms is coming this year. I mean, this is your last chance. I think if he doesn't perform this year, it's time to move on. I think it was time to move on last year. And the Giants GM knew that. Just saying. My bad. The Giants GM's son knew that. Derek Carr, look at that hairline, brother. Saints quarterback. I'm a hater. Yes, I am. I have Chris Olave in fantasy, and Derek Carr, for some reason, hates Chris Olave. I think he's an okay quarterback. I'm going to put him over here in B. Not a lot to harp on. I almost said Jameis Winston. Deshaun Watson. I was trying to think of a clever nickname. Deshaun Massage Parlor Watson. I mean, he got hurt last year. I think he can be up there in A. I'm going to put him in B right now. I'm not going to lie. I have not seen enough of him over the past few years to want to put him up there in A. I think y'all can agree with me on that. Tell me why I should put Deshaun Watson in A and I'll believe you. I'll move him up. I'll redo the whole video. I'll delete this one, redo it just to move Deshaun Watson up. You tell me why and I'll do it. I just don't think he's a top tier quarterback. Next we have... Who is? I'm so bad, guys. I'm so bad with the. We're gonna leave the rookies to the end because I'm not sure who that is either. I want to say, yeah, I don't know. Next we have Geno Smith. You know what? I'm putting all the rookie quarterbacks down here because I haven't seen anything out of them yet. I will whenever I find out which one of these is Bo Nix, which I think this is Bo Nix, right? Or is that Drake May? One of these is Bo Nix and one of these is Drake May, right? I'm looking. Yes, one of these is Bo Nix, one of these is Drake May. I think this is Drake May. I think this is Bo Nix. Bo Nix, I think, has the potential to be right here. If this is Bo Nix, if this is Drake May, he's in C. If this is Bo Nix, he's in B. If it's flip-flopped, then yeah. Geno Smith. Geno Smith, my quarterback. I'm a Seahawks fan. Now, bridge quarterback, solid bridge quarterback. Not going to go get it done. Not a lot. I mean, B. I think he's B. I mean, this is where he's staying. He could go to C, but I think B is absolutely where he needs to be. Next, we have Jalen Hurts. Now, Jalen Hurts gets a lot of hate. I don't think Jalen Hurts has had a 30 passing touchdown season. Am I putting too much emphasis on the passing touchdowns? I mean, the rushing touchdowns he gets, a lot of them are from the tush push. He's not running it like Lamar 20, 30 yards out for a touchdown. A lot of his other touchdowns are coming 1 to the 5-yard line. I'm just saying. I think Jalen Hurts is an A-tier quarterback. I really don't want to put Hurts in S. We're going to have to put someone in S eventually. Do we put Hurts up there? I really think he's a good quarterback. I just don't know what happened last year. Let's look at Hurts stats. Jalen Hurts stats. 23 passing touchdowns last year, 15 interceptions, 22 passing the year before, which was his MVP year. Well, kind of MVP votes year. But other than that, just nothing has looked great. He had that one good year. I think he's a good quarterback. But is he a great quarterback? Can I put him in the S tier with great quarterbacks? I don't think I can. I'm going to put him over there with Dak Prescott. Next, we have who is this? I mean, I know this is Jared Goff. Who is this? Jaden Daniels. Oh my gosh. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Jared Goff, another bus driver quarterback. I think he's great. I think he does a good job at what he does. I don't think you can put the ball in his hands and go down there to win the big game. Like I said, though, bus driver quarterbacks are more prominent in the NFL than you would think. A lot of these guys, Dak Prescott should probably be a bus driver quarterback. He would probably be a lot better. The coaches just aren't there for it. They make him need to go down there and win games when he shouldn't have to. Jared Goff, bus driver quarterback. Going to put him in A. Next, we have J.J. McCarthy, another rookie quarterback. I think he has a lot of potential. I'm going to have to make my camera a little smaller. I'm going to have to make the camera a little smaller. We're getting a little deep. I think he has solid potential. I think he has a really solid team around him, really decent wide receiver core, really good run game. He's really going to benefit from that run game a lot. Austin Ekeler, I feel like, is probably a rookie quarterback's dream. Then you have a lot of solid guys. Scary Terry. The defense is decent. I think they're going. Look, y'all might hate this. I think the Commanders win more than the Cowboys this year. That's a team-based thing. I'm not going to put him in A. I think he is a B tier rookie quarterback. Yeah, you're hurt. So we'll just go ahead and throw you down there and see. Next, we have Joseph Burrow the third. I really don't know if he's a third. I don't even know if he's a junior. I don't know if he's a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyways, S tier quarterback. I don't care. He's been hurt. When he's on that field, he is a game changer. That's what S tier quarterbacks are. They are game changers. They go down there and they win the games. I just looked at CJ Stroud right when I said that. Look, guys, like I said, CJ Stroud could be up there after this year. I just need a little bit more sample size. He does it this year. He's absolutely an S tier quarterback. But now Joe Burrow is up there. Next, we have Jordan Love. I liked what I saw this year. Out of all these quarterbacks, I mean, I feel like he had one of the worst teams offensive-wise, and he went out there and he won a playoff game. Start of the season looked rough. End of the season looked really good. I'm putting him in the A tier. Josh. We're going to do this real quick. I'm putting Dak Prescott at the top of A because I'm going to put Josh Allen at the bottom of S. Turns the ball over a lot. He goes down there. He does win games when he needs to win games. Josh Allen is the Buffalo Bills. He makes plays when he needs to make plays. He's the heart and soul of that team. I'm going to give Josh Allen his respect, which I don't do often, but I don't give him his respect out of the Dak disrespect, if that makes sense. I think wherever you put Josh Allen, you got to put Dak Prescott. And that is not if you're ripping Dak Prescott, you got to rip Josh Allen. If you're putting Josh Allen up on a pedestal, put Dak Prescott up on a pedestal. I think they are close caliber quarterbacks. I think Josh Allen just has a little bit of edge because I think Josh Allen does have that mentality. And he will be at the bottom of S. Dak Prescott will be at the top of A. Now, again, none of these are in hypothetical order. Just, I'm going to, just that hypothetical right there. Next, we have Justin Herbert dealing with a foot injury going into this year. Super unfortunate. Could linger all year. It's an injury with a muscle in the foot that holds all the tendons together. And when you walk, it is very painful on the arch of your foot. He's in a boot 4 to 6 weeks. I think that started like 3 weeks ago. He should be good to go by season start. It's just something you have to think. If he's not good, it's going to linger all year. He's going to re-hurt it. It's going to suck. It's going to be hard to throw. It's going to just look terrible all year. But I'm not taking anything from him. We're going to put him in the A tier. Kind of want to put him in the S tier. I'm not going to lie. Who's left? We're gonna put Justin Herbert in the S tier. We're putting Herbie up there in the S. If he performs under this year, we'll move him down. Remember, guys, we're gonna come back to this every week. We're gonna move people around. Next, we have Kirk Thuggins. I mean, one of my favorite quarterbacks currently. When he came out with the chains on, that solidified it. Kirk Thuggins over there in Atlanta. When I tell you Atlanta is making a push for the Super Bowl, it's going to be, oh, did I get confirmation on who that quarterback was? No, not yet. Awesome. When Atlanta is out there getting ready for a Super Bowl, they got a lot of young pieces on offense. They went and got it's kind of, and I'm not in any way comparing Kirk Cousins to Tom Brady, but it's kind of like when Tom Brady went to Tampa, a team, a quarterback away from a Super Bowl appearance. And I think Atlanta is a quarterback away from a Super Bowl appearance. Now, is that Kirk Cousins? I don't know. We will find out this year. But they got the young offense. They got the explosive offense. They have a decent defense that they are building on. They just traded for Matthew Judon and signed Justin Simmons. The Atlanta Falcons are all in. I think if Kirk Cousins goes out there and does his thing, they could be a Super Bowl contender. I'm going Kirk Cousins in A. Can't put him in S. This could be a year where Kirk Cousins shows he is an S-tier quarterback. Next, we have Kyler Murray. I'm putting him in B. I'm not going to lie. I'm putting him in B. Not going to harp on it too long. Could he move up to A? Absolutely. Lamar Jackson. Sorry, guys. This video is running into 30 minutes. I'm sorry. Lamar Jackson, absolutely an S-tier quarterback. Like I said, I'm going to put Josh Allen there towards the back. Lamar Jackson, what can I say? MVP, 2-time MVP. He can throw, he can run, he can do it all. Next, we have Matthew Stafford. Now, this is going to be crazy to some of y'all. Matthew Stafford is an S-tier quarterback. He's got the Super Bowl ring. He spent so many years in, Detroit that it was sickening. He goes over there to the Rams. They win a Super Bowl. I think that shows what caliber of quarterback Matthew Stafford is. Now, granted, it was another scenario where you go get the quarterback that needs to win you the Super Bowl, and they did that. Patrick Mahomes, we're not going to talk about it. You know where he goes. Russell Wilson, I'm putting him down here in C. I'm a massive Russell Wilson fan. I hope he goes on and does great things this year with the Steelers. I hope he steps it up, and I hope he has an amazing year to where I can move him into B and potentially A. Next, we have Trevor Lawrence. I'm putting him in B. I think he is an A potential quarterback when healthy. Hopefully he can come out and have a solid season this year. Tua Tagovailoa. I'm putting him in A. Again, another injury prone quarterback. I think he's just done a little bit more than Trevor Lawrence to garner some love. He's also on a better team. Last but not least, Will Levis, C tier quarterback. What can I say? Like I said, he had a Josh Allen-esque first year, didn't throw a lot, ran a lot, didn't make a lot of great reads. I think he could go up. He could go down potentially. I don't know. But that is our last quarterback tier list going in to the new season. Y'all let me know if I got anyone too high. Y'all let me know if I got anyone too low down in the comments. Y'all come back every week and we will update this list. I will see y'all when the season starts.